management of the county government. These are answers we will be demanding from SAKAJA himself. So as your senator, that is exactly what I'm going to do. Immediately he's back from the US. I know he's in the US with the president. After he has visited Atlanta and the other nice places, we want him to come back to Mathare and tell us where the riparian lands are. Is how we prevent this from happening in future. We want to say that nothing beats preparedness. We must be prepared for these things because you can see even the forecast is that these rains will continue, and because of changing climatic patterns, we expect that the weather events that used to be extreme, that were stretched out, maybe would happen once in 20, 50 years, are now happening with greater regularity. So as the management of a city, and not just Nairobi, all across the country, there has to be now factored in the fact of climate change and unusual weather patterns and unusual rains, so that you prepare the people for such events. Number two, in terms of settlements along the riparian areas, the people of Nairobi are very cooperative. In fact, nobody wants to stay in the way or in a place that is dangerous to them. They are pushed mostly by the poverty levels and the economic situation that our people find themselves in. So there has been great cooperation. Initially we were told that the riparian area would be cleared up to 15 meters of the high water line, but unfortunately we have seen demolitions that are being carried out up to 30-35 meters from the high water line. So what is happening is that there are some crooked elements within Nairobi and within the state that have taken advantage of this disaster to now settle scores. I've seen people demolishing schools that are nowhere near riparian areas. So we want the government, first of all, to tell us with certainty what is the distance that Nairobians must keep from the high water line. Is it 15? Is it 30? Is it 35? So that people do not, or crooked elements do not take advantage of that. And we want to condemn in the strongest terms possible all of those who are taking advantage of this to essentially perpetuate a land grab in Nairobi. And because riparian areas are under the management of the county government, these are answers we will be demanding from SAKAJA himself. So as your senator, that is exactly what I'm going to do. Immediately he's back from the US. I know he's in the US with the president. After he has visited Atlanta and the other nice places, we want him to come back to Mathare and tell us where the riparian lands are. So as you can see here, the leadership of Nairobi. You can see MCAs drawn from various constituencies, wards. The member of parliament is from Westlands is here. We can confirm that up to today, the 10,000 shillings that was promised by William Ruto has not arrived for our people. I think it was part of the money that was used to hire that private jet to go to the US. Any other question? Yes, Sydney.
Now that you mentioned that private jet.
No. Can you focus now?
On food, focus on food.
Yeah, the focus is there. Do you believe that some of the contingency team that has gone there, that money could be used?
Sydney, I want you to focus on the work that brought us here. Is there any other question other than Sydney's question on it?
Another question.
Yes.
This is not to water down the noble cause that ODM is doing to the flood victims, but this is in regard to issues about resources.
About?
Resources, the sharing of it. There has been a new glamour for a one man, one vote, one shilling. So I don't know if it's something that...
That one you ask Gachagua. Don't ask us.
What do you make of such?
What I know as a senator is that counties continue to suffer. And in fact, some of the criticism that has been directed to counties in their response is that the law requires them to settlement. First of all, come through on the promises you made publicly. Again, even when it came to compensation of the Mradi fire disaster victims, the money that Gachagua promised has never gotten to Mradi people. So we want to say that you cannot be dishonest even when it comes to disaster. You have to be at some point, surely, feel some humanity and say, we are liars, yes, but when it comes to helping people, we are going to be truthful men. I thank you.
The food is coming.
Asante sana.
We have got some donations you can take there that have got just...
Hata watapiga.
Yeah.
Tumemaliza maswali, si ndio? Asanteni sana. Sasa hii imeingia ni ya Imwatok.
Yes.
Majority leader. Asante sana. Thank you very much.
Si nimekwambia hiyo sasa iko sawa.